Hello everyone, today we're going to do the Avengers layer mask assignment. So if you go into Photoshop, or into Schoology, sorry, you're going to go to the Intro to Photoshop file. Then you're going to go to Avengers and you will find this Avengers layer mask. In there you're going to have to download 6 images that are in this Google folder. So jump in there. You can select one and then hold shift and select the last one, and then you'll select them all. And then you can go right here to the download and download that. Looks like it's zipping them. Perfect. So it looks like they zipped them. So you can go here and then you have them unzipped in your downloads. So they're there. That's okay. That's a good place for them. Next thing we're going to need to do is open up Photoshop. So whether or not you have to go to your Finder and open up Photoshop, or if they are already on your computer. Mine happens to already be there, so I'm just going to go here. And then we're going to go to Open, and we're going to open up the one that's called Night Sky. So let's go to my downloads, and I have a zip folder right here. And we're going to find the one that says Night Sky. We're going to open that one. And it should look like this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to, I don't know if you guys saw the final. Let's go here to the final one. So this is the final. So we're going to add these 4 characters in the background and then the letters. So that's what we're working on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add Thor. So we're going to go here, we're going to go File. Oh, what's going on? I don't know what's going on here. File, Embedded, sorry. And then we're going to go here and we're going to go find Thor, and hit place. So now we got these little marks here. We can make him smaller because we just really want him in the clouds and we need room for 4 of them. So I'm going to put him right there and maybe make some adjustments so he's kind of in the clouds. So once you have that, you're going to hit this check button right here in the upper right hand corner, and that just tells the computer that you have Thor and you're good to go. The next thing we're going to do is we want to kind of like blur the edges so it kind of looks like he's like hanging out in the clouds. So the way to do that, there's 2 ways. The first way is to go to Layer, Layer Mask, and Reveal All. So we're going to hit that right there. And this gives us this white box. This is a like clear spot right here. And then anything that you paint black inside this mask will disappear. So here are your swatches. If you hit X, you can change between these 2 colors. We want black to be on the top in order for us to paint some black around Thor and kind of have him disappear into the clouds. So I'm going to hit B for brush. You can also click here for the brush tool. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to make some adjustments to the brush tool options. We're going to change our size to 100 and our hardness to 0, because the hardness, we want it to look like a spray painter, like a spray can. So it's got like soft edges rather than having hard edges. And then we need to go down here and make sure that the top one, which is the background or the foreground color, is black. Then once you do that and you make sure that this mask is clicked and highlighted, you can come in here and kind of brush away parts of Thor's picture and just kind of make him look like he's hanging out in the clouds, something like that. Here shows you where if you go down to the mask layer, it'll show you kind of like where the softened edges are. Great. So Thor's good. If you wanted to undo anything, it's Command Z to undo. You can also go to the windows and go to histories, and histories will also show you where you were and go back, and then you can go forward. All right, so now we're going to add Black Panther. So we're going to go back to File, and we're going to go place embedded, and then we're going to go find Black Panther. He's in this zipped folder that we had. It's unzipped now. And Black Panther, and then we're going to hit place. Then we're going to do the same thing with him. We're going to put him right next to Thor, and I want them to overlap though, so it looks like they are kind of overlapping. So then you can click done, or you can click this check mark when you were done with your placement. Perfect. So we need a layer mask on him also. There's a couple ways to do that. Cancel. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. You can come down here also and click this square with a circle. That's another way to get the layer mask. And let's see. So now we have this white box here next to Black Panther. We're going to get our paintbrush again, same size works, and we're going to do the edges so it looks like they're kind of blending into one another. And then around this edge, because we're going to add someone else next to him. There you go. So now we have Black Panther. And then the next one we're going to go to is, I think it is Iron Man. So we're going to go back to File, Place Embedded, go to the folder, find Iron Man, and hit Place. So we're going to repeat this and shrink him down so he fits right next to these guys. Move them over, overlap just a little bit, and then place him. You can click done here, or you can click the check mark there. Hit done. Now we need to get a layer mask on there. So you can do it here if you want, or you can go to layer and you can do layer mask reveal. Either way will work. Get your paintbrush. You can hit B for brush if it's still not there, and then you can kind of smooth this out and work around the edges here and give him. So I went a little over here, so I want to Control Z, and I want to stick over here just a little bit. All right, Iron Man. There you go. Next, we're going to add in Hulk. So we're going to go File, Placed Embedded, and then we're going to find the Hulk and hit Placed. And then we're going to shrink him down. And then overlap just a little bit, hit done. Same thing, we're going to do a mask. Remember, there's two ways to do a layer mask. And then we're going to get our brush, B for brush. Make sure we have black on top here in our foreground. And then we're going to kind of blend it so he looks like he is inside this picture. I don't know if I like the top like that. Didn't really do that for the other one, so I'm going to get rid of that part. But I am going to do a little bit over here. All right, so we got all four of the characters kind of hanging out there. And next thing we need to do is we need to put in the words Avengers. So let's go here. And we're going to go Place Embedded. And we have a logo right here. And we're going to hit Place. So this logo has a background, and we need to remove that background. And the way to do that is to come over here. You can hit W on your keyboard if you want to get this object selection tool. And we're going to take the first one. So if it should look like this icon. We're going to come over here and we're going to click the letters. And it should give you marching ants around the letters. Once it does that, this little option board will come up, and we're going to hit that layer mask. And that layer mask is going to get rid of the background for us. So now once we have that, we are going to make some changes to this layer here, because I want to make the words Avengers a little cooler than they are right now. So we're going to go here into the layer, make sure Avenger logo is selected, and then we're going to go to the 3 lines right here. And then we're going to go down to blending options. You should be a pro at this after last class. Blending options right there, and then we're going to make some changes. So this time we're going to just add a gradient overlay. So here it is, gradient overlay. So if everybody could select that one. And then we're going to make some changes over here. So you can have a bunch of different options. There's a whole bunch of different options you want. You can pick whatever one you want. It doesn't matter to me here, the color. But just know that you can do this because you're going to have to do this on your own in the next one. So we're going to make this 100%. We're going to align it with the layer, so we're going to make sure that that's clicked. We're going to do linear instead of radial, or you could do whatever one you want. 90 here. And then once that's all done, you can turn it on and off if you want, and then hit OK. So now we have our letters, and they are standing out off the background, which is great. Then we are going to do just a couple more things. It's more like organizing and making some changes. So right now I want to put all 4 of these guys in a group together inside the layers. So you're going to come over here and you're going to click Hulk. Then you're going to hold the shift key. You're going to click Iron Man, Black Panther, and Thor. So they're all selected together. I held the shift key each time I selected somebody. So they're all a different color, they're all a lighter color and they're all selected. I'm going to right click on there, and then I'm going to get new groups from layers. So they're going to put all these into a folder for me so I can make changes of all of them at the exact same time. I'm going to change that to characters and hit OK. And now they're all in one folder, and I can make some adjustments to that folder. So with the folder selected, I'm going to change the blending mode because I want them to fade a little more into the clouds. So I'm going to go here. This is my blending mode, and you can just click through and see what one you like. I think I like the soft light, but you might select a different one. So this is the one that I'm gonna select because I just want them to fade into the background and I want Avengers to kind of come forward. So I'm gonna select soft light, and that affected everything in this folder. So the next thing I wanna do is I wanna do a little bit more to the Avengers. I want it to kind of fade into the background also, the letters. So I'm going to Avengers logo and I'm clicking that. So now this is highlighted, and then I'm going to go to opacity, and I'm going to change this to like 75. I just kind of want it a little see-through, so you can kind of see the city through it. And then click enter, and then this is my final project. So I can see through the Avengers, I can see through these guys, I have the city. I really like what I got going on here. So I am going to go to File, and then I'm going to go to Save. I'm going to save this on my desktop, and it's a Photoshop document. You need to change this to your last name, and then Avengers, and then PSD is what it's supposed to be, and then hit Save. This is okay. The next one we're gonna hit, we're gonna go File, Save a Copy, then we're going to do Desktop, but we're changing this to the JPEG, and this is what I want turned in. Make sure it says your last name dash Avengers copy, and then hit Save, and this is fine. And then turn that one in. The other one we saved in case we need to make some changes, say you did it wrong or whatever, I can say go back and let's make some changes. So I hope you guys had fun. Please turn that in, and then you have one, you're gonna make your own poster like this with your own images and using text. So please check that out and have a great day.